So this is obviously a picture of a data center, and there's primarily a few very large vendors that have evolved over time to provide, infrastructure services. So Microsoft does this, Google does this, Amazon does this. So basically, they make a lot of money by selling services, and those services are primarily IT services in nature. And so there is a bit of a vendor bias in the industry. So one of the things I would call out is that there's a bit of a tooling bias, right? In that a lot of these large vendors, they make a lot of money by selling IT resources. I mean, that is their primary business model. So therefore, the tools that they provide are often focused on allowing clients or developers to create more IT resources, right? So they create tools that make it much easier to spin up additional resources. And why do they do that? Well, because they make a lot more money by encouraging people to create more IT resources. Um, these same vendors utilize multi-tenancy in a lot of their own software as a service or SaaS applications, but strangely, they do not offer the tools that they utilize internally to create these SaaS applications to developers. Why is that? Because they make money selling IT services. And so I'm not trying to portray this as a conspiracy theory. This is just a business model. So it makes perfect sense for these vendors to focus on increasing the amount of IT resources that are created. There's also a bit of an architectural bias, which is kind of related, and that is a lot of the popular architectures which are promoted in recent years are promoted by these same set of vendors, right? Cloud native development, single page applications, microservices, right? All of these architectures are based on the premise of creating a lot of infrastructure. And so encouraging developers to create solutions which use a lot of infrastructure resources, basically perhaps over-engineering these solutions in some cases, serves the needs of these vendors quite well because, again, they make a lot more money by doing so. So I just wanted to call this out because when you take a step back and you sometimes wonder why you don't hear as much about multi-tenancy solutions, or you wonder why there's not a lot of tools that are available to build multi-tenant applications. A lot of this comes back to vendor bias. And so I think it's important to recognize that.